Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Eternal Darkness. So how you guys doing today? You feeling good? You remember our boy Max? He went cray-cray after defeating a guardian. We saw him in spirit form. If you remember correctly, there was a 3-month gap between him defeating that guardian and ending up in the asylum. We're going to fill in a little bit of those gaps here in a moment. Find out just what put him in that asylum in the first place. If you remember, his mansion and some of his servants were infested with bone thieves. Bone thieves! To quote Jimmy, come over here, we collected an item that we're going to use on this part of the wall. Use blue magic here since this is red magic. That's right, kids. Our boy Max killed his entire servant staff because he was afraid they were possessed by bone thieves. To be fair, those things are creepy enough that I could see them inspiring paranoia, especially considering what they do to your sanity. And here's another note for your reading pleasure. I can kind of understand his actions. I don't know if that was the best course of action. It didn't look like any of those folks were infested with bone thieves as far as I could tell, unless I just didn't see something in that cutscene. But, you know, mistakes happen. Can we really hold him responsible for his own mistakes? Modern sensibilities would suggest no. No, we can't. And, of course, now this mansion is infested with enemies. I believe these are the first enemies Alex has come across. Yep, we've got bone thieves. I don't know if these bone thieves were hiding out in that room and that his staff really was infested with the bone thieves, or if these just spawned. And I did not notice that light flickering when I was playing. I'm not sure if that's a game glitch, an insanity effect, or intentional. So there's still a trapper and another bone thief. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. And as you can see, reloading is not exactly great in this game. I do like that there's a reload button. The reload animation seems pretty good. I was trying to hit the trapper, not the bone thief. You can see how OP the purple magic is here. And now that I heard the trapper activating, I thought I would just back off a little bit. Reload my gun. You can actually escape their effect if they try to trap you. You see those swirly circle bits come at you? If you get far enough away, you can avoid them and avoid going into the trapper dimension. Which is cool. Speaking of cool, it looks like all of our enemies are out of the way for now. Pretty much from here on out, the mansion, as you can tell, is going to be infested with enemies. And I hate to not have Alex's beauty shining on video since we're covering that up with the invisibility spell, but it's necessary to make this a bit easier. Something unfortunate happened to me. I had a friend build me a new computer. It arrived last week, but I was still waiting for some parts, so I never opened the box. I opened it today, and one of the panels was broke. I'm hoping all the internal parts are okay, but I assume it got dropped, so I'm not sure. Or kicked, one of the two. Fucking FedEx. So I mentioned a safe last video. I believe that's where we are going now. Yep. What could be inside? Just keep turning until you get a click. It is very picky. This took me forever to do. I've got to admit, the sound in my headphones from this game is quite good. That literally sounded to me like it was coming from another room.
A storm approaches, Augustus. A storm of metal and fire. And a torrent of souls along with it. Young and vibrant.
Yes, I have seen it coming. A worthy sacrifice, I am sure, and one that will allow the greater guardian that resides below to finish its channeling. With this sacrifice of souls I make unto thee, Great One, the gate shall be ready to be opened, and your freedom shall be at hand.
Well, looks like our boy Pius has been busy. Good for him. It's good to stay busy in these troubled times.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that lives will be forfeit and resources squandered. But a few people make a difference. People like Michael Edwards, a Canadian industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
How's the temperature in there?
It's hotter than hell here. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others. More powerful. I don't know how else to describe it.
This is the safest way to blow out these things. You've done this enough to know that. It's by the numbers. It's all good. Just relax.
The silicone cloth and the water spray are there, so you're probably right. We've got 500 pounds of 80% nitroglycerin-grade dynamite all in place. We're good to go.
Edwards, you can pull your team back now. Get your team to a safe distance and we'll try to kill the fire.
Sure thing. Coming back now.
We're getting a pressure increase at the well cap. It's gonna tear itself apart. Hurry! Get your team out of...
McCormick, Patterson, all gone. Looks like they've been buried alive under tons of concrete.
Take this. Guard it well. Many have perished for it. Take it. Take it to the ruins of Engar. At the ruins, a gathering of light.
You want me to take this to some ruins under a house in Rhode Island?
Take it. Save us. All.
Interesting. Well, Michael, if we don't act smart, we could end up joining those people. And we don't want to do that just yet. Even though that is how this tale seems to end for most of our protagonists. Oh god. So we come equipped with an axe. It's actually pretty decent. At least on these enemies. Which is good because we do not have the Tome of Eternal Darkness. So we will want to finish off enemies whenever possible for sanity purposes. Don't lose your head or anything. It is interesting. Each character seems to have their own advantages and disadvantages when it comes to stats. I never really noticed it before we got to the monk character. I forget his name now. I noticed he had very little health. Our boy Mike here, his only issue is his magic ability. That's a little bit reduced, which you'll see once we get the book. But since you can replenish it pretty easily, it's not that big of a problem. Especially since I'm not going to engage a ton of enemies in combat. If I knew right where everything was that I was looking for, I would have gone a lot quicker. But I was thinking I was going to end up having to come back here, so I wanted to clear this area out in case I needed it as a save room. That did not end up being the case, so that was kind of a waste of time. Speaking of a waste, let's go ahead and pick this up. That's right, a machine gun with a grenade launcher I never use. Grenades, a pistol. We can go Alec Baldwin on these fuckers! A flashlight that I don't figure out I have until late in the video. Go through here. And at this point, I am not fighting this thing. Fuck that. I think we are in the temple with all the traps, but we're not going through those corridors, thankfully. Parts of these areas look like that same temple. So I will rotate a bit between the pistol and the axe. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a boss fight, so I was trying to save the machine gun and the grenades. There won't be a boss. I believe I used the machine gun a little bit, but I don't use the grenades at all, unfortunately. You'll have to watch Ty's playthrough and see if he does. I haven't finished that playthrough yet. Speaking of Ty, I do not believe in karma. I think it's a bunch of hocus pocus nonsense. But if I did believe in karma, trying to pick this up, Mike, pick it up. There are two of those, I'm going to call them peacocks. That's not what they are, but that's what they remind me of. I do not want to fight them. I am going to fight these things just to clear them out because I believe this is a set of tunnels that intersect. we're going to go a different route to explore them. But I don't want these things showing up and trying to cause me problems. So speaking of Ty and karma, like I said, I don't believe in karma. I don't think it's a thing. I do have my own spiritual beliefs, so I'm not going to waste your time with them. Oh God. Run, Mike, run! But if I did believe in karma, get down the frickin' ladder, thank you. I would say that I got karma'd this past week. So, I've talked a little crap about Ty in this playthrough about how he missed the purple magic. It's all in good fun. It's all jokes. I don't mean any of it. I'm not sure if he'll watch this LP, but if he does, it's all meant in good fun. So he's doing Dino Crisis 2, and he uploaded a couple of days ago. It's okay, Mike. It's okay. Don't go cray-cray. I wanted to avoid this fight if I could, and got pretty stuck, and this happened. The good news is this is the worst of the combat for this chapter for me. So as long as we can survive, then we'll be okay. I could quote Ty's, "Come on, Mike, remember your training and you'll make it out alive, maybe." And look at that, I said it in a different way so that I'm not completely ripping him off. Only mostly. Huzzah! Another item we will need. Hooray! So Ty got to the underwater section in Dino Crisis 2. He got to this section where you have to make this jump. He missed the jump once. I missed it several times when I was playing. This part gave me a lot of trouble because when I would miss the jump, I would have to walk all the way back around. It got a little less annoying once I discovered a save point that I didn't know was there. But overall, it was really annoying to me. So Ty misses the jump once and finds an elevator, which allows him to pretty much go back to right where he was. And all I could think of is, damn it, how much time that would have saved me had I known that was there. Alright, so we put that there and we play with lights. This has been done in other games. Most of which I'm thinking of came out after this one, actually. This next one took me forever. I just could not get the thing to line up right there where it needed to be. And one more. It's like Indiana Jones up in here! I could easily see Uncharted or Tomb Raider or possibly Resident Evil 5 having stuff like that. I know some of those games did, but I don't remember which ones had it. And here we go. We are now OP'd again. Hooray! So our goal is to find the dynamite and the detonator. I'm using a magic attack here just to take out all the trappers that are in here. It's quicker than using the pistol. We're going invisible again, because it makes this part a lot easier to deal with. Yep. 2 horrors that we would have to deal with if we were not invisible. I call that good use of my abilities. And I'm just hanging on to the left side because I knew this corridor was coming up, but I wasn't quite sure where it was. Again, the game did that, not me. It seems like whenever these things show up, we get a cutscene that cuts off very quickly. There are going to be cutscenes leading up to the final boss that are going to be like that. The good thing about this purple magic is I don't have to sit there and figure out what magic is going to dispel the barrier. I can just go purple magic and it covers everything. We will need that. I want to say that was the green statue. There should be a red, green, and blue statue. We picked up the red and the blue before. And definitely want to be invisible again, because we got more dudes in here. And this area is kind of annoying to try to navigate, for me anyways. If I wasn't on a time crunch, I would so kill you. You jerk. So I'm not sure if Mike knows what he's doing or why he's doing it at this point in time. He knows he needs to find a relic and take it to Rhode Island. More trappers, so just use magic. This is a lot of why I don't use the guns that he gets, because I have a magic attack now, which works better. Especially against weaker enemies. There are a lot of enemies in here that will get up. Some of them are up running around already, but since they can't see me, I'm going to go ahead and take them out now. Enjoy this rifle because I believe this is the only time I'm going to use it. The rest will get back up whenever we come back through here. And same deal with this room. Once they see you, they all get up. So being invisible does at least allow us to not fight them all at once. And our invisible spell should be going away pretty soon. Just have the common decency to die when I shoot you. I don't think that's asking too much. Yep, more dudes. But since we took out a couple already, that was not a problem. Or he won't be whenever he actually dies. The thing has to be dead already. Why is it getting up and walking around? Ain't nobody got time for that. We'll go Alec Baldwin on these motherfuckers. So we've got these statues. We need to use them according to the gods. So red for green, blue for red, and green for blue, I believe, is how this works. It's been over a week since I played this, so I don't really remember exactly. If for whatever reason you're watching my videos as a walkthrough, just do what I'm doing. Huzzah, that opens up some passageways. That's actually optional. We don't have to go down there, but we're gonna go down there because it's going to make the final boss even easier. Actually, in general, it's just gonna make the final boss fairly easy. Without what we are going to pick up, he probably would be a problem. Because I am going to use a lot of magic against him. Mainly to heal myself. more so than anything else. And we need a trapper for this. There's a stone that we need to remove. So just target it and attack. Something that's pretty cool about this game, if you go into the trapper dimension, you will see the various creatures or objects that we've sent there. Hooray, it's gone. Oh god. Dude, I already took out your friends. Why are you trying to be a problem? I should have used a grenade on him. Oh well. I do feel bad. I would like to have shown off all the weapons in this game. Oh god, more trappers. They're just an annoyance at this point. This is the last one of these stories that we have to go through. The rest of the game after Mike's chapter, we will be playing as Alex. And here's our last spell. You will probably want to upgrade it to the 5 and 7 point version. Which is what I'm doing now. This spell is actually pretty cool. So there's something we need behind that force field, which we can't get past, and there are 2 horrors behind it. I don't know why we can't just dispel magic to get rid of it, but whatever. I guess it's tied to these 2 horrors, so we have to take them down in order to remove this barrier. But we can't get in there to do that, so we use that magic spell, red because this is green, and that causes these things to fight each other. We get some really cool spells in this game. I really should have played with this one a little more, but I tend to just use the invisible spell. That's what you get. You could have just let me pick up the item I was looking for, but no. You wanted to be difficult. Didn't you? I believe that's the explosive. Yes, creepy voice, I know. So the last thing we should need is the detonator. So now after a backtrack, we can engage in a bit of a side quest. It's really simple since we did that statue puzzle, but I assume this is easily missable. Since we opened up this path, we just walk down here. What? What do you want? So, for some reason, Mike can't use this sword. It's a permanently enchanted sword, so you never have to enchant it. I'm assuming it's enchanted with either purple magic or red magic, given that we are up against the green god. I'm going to assume purple just because that would be the all-purpose version, but I'm not sure. So we remember this room, we will have to use a shield spell in order to get by. They overuse this mechanic. It's not bad or anything, but it is more annoying than anything else. And if you're wondering why I'm complaining about it, it's not actually bad at this point. There's a room we are going to go into next video where we will have to go through that room several times and use that shield spell each time. Okay, more of these things. Die. So because we picked up that sword that Alex can use, she can just fight the final boss. She doesn't have to enchant her sword every time she's going to attack the boss. So find the right spot on this bridge. And now we want to combine the detonator and the explosives. Huzzah. We're about to get a timed sequence. Let's go ahead and enchant the explosive so that it is more powerful. You could go either purple or red here. Change the color depending on the god that you picked. Alright. I would save your game here just in case. A lot of magic required for this part. I don't think you need to be invisible, but I definitely wanted to be. And we're on a timer, so it's time to go. And I don't think you can save your game at this point in time. I don't know how this thing can tell where we are unless it can just feel us walking on it. So I do have a little bit of trouble here because I can't really see where the hell I'm going. Everything's so dark. But it's a good thing that we're invisible, or we would have had to deal with that thing instead of just walking right by it. You do have pretty much plenty of time to get through this, but I don't want to risk any problems by engaging enemies in combat. If I don't have to. They're like, where is he? Where is he? I want to get him! No such luck. This room was really bad for me. I can't see shit right now.
2 minutes till detonation.
Ah, sweet Alex. Many centuries I've waited for you. You are mine. Don't disappoint me now. I've waited such a long time, Alex.
Never! I know what you are. I've seen what happened.
You can try to fight me, but in the end you shall succumb to my desires. My foolish child, you don't even know your own destiny.
Get away from me!
What's going on here?
Nope, Mike, you're not losing your mind. Just keep going. This is another rough area, and at this point I discovered the flashlight. Finally. So we need to run. I don't know if that is pious, if he knew about Alex and is taunting her, or what that was. It also could be something that never actually happened. But since it's in character with Alex, I assume that it is something that happened. Come on, Mike, we're almost there. Not behind the ladder, up the ladder.
Thanks for coming. I didn't think you'd show.
Look, I have no idea who you...
I think you do. Just as much as I know you know. Now let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last the night. But that's not the point.
What's this?
Something you need. Don't open it here. Only in privacy. They can sense it if it's not shrouded.
Is it one of the artifacts?
You must leave now. Look, there's something I have to do before they get to me. I can't protect you if they find us. Good luck.
I don't think they actually talk about what Mike does before they find him, but it is implied that he gets killed. Which is unfortunate, but happens to most of our people. That's it for this video? Ooh. Looks like something new opened up for us. What awaits us in that room? We'll have to find out in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time with more Eternal Darkness. Oh yeah.